The FIA recently announced the 2026 Formula One regulations, and I am here today to explain them to y'all in the most simple way possible. So, the car in 2026 is going to be 30 kilograms, which is 66 pounds lighter, which is very scary. I'll explain why in a minute. 200 millimeters, which is about 7.87 inches shorter, and 100 millimeters, 3.93 inches narrower. So, the car is going to be very tiny, very small. May work really well in Monaco. Back to the lightweight topic. If the car being so light, it just takes a simple tap to send it over, and flips are scary in regards to the motorsports type, but F1 in particular. Ford is going to have Visa Cash App Racing Bulls and Red Bull, and Honda is going to have Aston Martin. Fernando Alonso's probably his final year in F1. And then you're going to have Audi, who's been talking a big game over the recent years about being true contenders in the future. Could it be in 2026? I highly doubt it. Mercedes are going to have themselves, obviously. McLaren's going to be in the mix. They got a solid driver lineup. And Williams, they're going to have a solid driver lineup. Alexander Albon is going to do wonders for the team moving forward, and that's the reason why he stayed with them, because he knows 2026 is going to be really good for the Mercedes OEM. Renault is going to have Alpine unless something crazy happens where they sell the team, which I highly doubt. Ferrari is going to have themselves, and Haas is going to be much more better in 2026, in my opinion. But it's going to be a slow year unless you provide your own OEM, which I'll talk about in a second. But they will be competitive, maybe 2027. But in 2026, the pecking order will probably be, in my opinion, Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Alpine. Then you're going to have Aston Martin and Audi. The top six are going to be all different OEMs of some sort. And that right there is going to be very big. If you provide your own OEM, you're going to be the first to know what's going to work and what's not going to work. And then the other providers, like your customers, if you will, McLaren will follow suit, Williams, and then Visa Cash App Racing Bulls and Haas. The customers are going to be in a big downfall in the year of 2026, like we saw in 2022. So give it time. It's not going to be a working magic overnight. It's going to take some time, like the new regulations did. I believe right now in 2024, they're starting to work, but it's a little too late, for my opinion. But maybe 2028, maybe. But I believe these new regulations, we're going to hear God Save the King over and over again, because Mercedes are going to be very quick. But please like and subscribe.